Hey guys, it's Adam Rose, Vice President, Senior Loan Officer of Western Ohio Mortgage here in Sydney, Ohio. And it's another episode of the Mortgage Guy Podcast. And today you're going to get an opportunity to learn a little bit about my support staff. So today I have Kylie Wildermuth and Kayla Studebaker, my transaction coordinator and my processor. So I have to ask real fast, what compelled you guys to come on the show? Like, why do you want to be on here?
It's my lifelong dream to be on this podcast.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
it's just the following, right? It just sets up for, the celebrity status, of course. So we're going to play a quick icebreaker game, and it's going to be Who Knows Adam Better, which we did this around Christmas time, and they're going to play around on their little whiteboards here. You may not be able to read it, so we'll call it out. 4 basic questions, all right? First, how old am I? And remember, I mean, these videos are usually 8 to 12 minutes, so let's not take a half hour writing down these simple answers. Okay. What you got?
Ready?
Let's see them. What do you got? 36, 37. Kylie is correct. But I was going to respond with, both of you are incorrect because I don't have birthdays anymore. When is my birthday? What month? We'll give you month. What month is my birthday?
I have no idea. So, it doesn't
So Kylie
have
said I don't have a, and then Kayla's correct. So we're tied neck to neck here. They know me so well. Yeah. So we'll talk a little bit about their roles here in a little bit and what they do here. Last 2. Okay. What is my primary hobby? Ooh. So when I leave here on we'll say weekend. What is my weekend hobby?
Can I have a 2-part answer?
Sure, you can have 2-parter. That's fine. Elaborate. I'm a complex person.
Yeah. I got it in the bag with this. Yeah.
And hopefully you guys can hear because we only have one mic, so we'll upgrade here soon. Let's see what our answer is.
I said kids and renovating homes.
Yeah, you guys are both right. Yeah, it's renovations and then always spending time with family. And last question that you guys might have a little fun with. It's a 2-parter.
Okay.
How tall am I? And how tall do I think I am? My wife will get a kick out of this one.
Oh, no. This is terrible. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said how tall do I think I am, not how tall I wish I was. I'm talking with a Boston accent right now.
How tall? Okay, well.
Give me some of that clam chowder. Let's go. All right. You got it?
I'm just going with my answer.
All right.
Okay. 5'8".
Okay.
You think you're 6'3".
I wish I was 6'3". So the second part's definitely wrong.
I was going to go 5'7".
Jesus, I'm actually 5'9". And I think I'm 5'10". I'm 5'9", think I'm 5'10". I'm not. It depends on the shoes.
There's really not a difference.
Okay.
Between 5'9" and 5'10".
Sure. Okay, that makes sense. There's no difference whatsoever. We'll just, gross it all together. That makes
5'9".
It kind of answers why our income's always off. All right. Yeah, it's the same. All right. So going into what we do here, so I'm gonna go to Kylie first because it kind of goes down the process. And if you don't mind, I'm gonna do this number to you, and so we can hear you a little bit better.
Okay.
So Kylie, what's your role here at WMC? And with that, kind of a little background, like how long have you been here? What do you do for us here? And what do you do for our clients?
Okay. I started in October of 2020, so I'm going on year 3. I am the transaction coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
So in synopsis, I start the file after application. Adam gives me the file, and I set everything up, all of the personal documents, all of the disclosures. I run like an initial compliance to make sure that everything looks good, was disclosed the way it was supposed to be. Then I usually communicate with the borrowers up front with any documents that are missing. I order all of the appraisals, the title work, and then I send the file into processing to Kayla.
Yep.
After the file comes out of processing, if there's conditions that Kayla needs help with, I'm kind of her right-hand man, whatever she needs. I chase and track down. And then when we get to closing, I'm the one that coordinates all of that with the realtors, our clients, the title company.
Right. Very good. There's a lot involved, a lot of pieces, a lot of touches, A lot of stuff going on. So
Definitely
that's step
busy.
one. So after, we're doing this home buyer education process or class. I kind of talked about the IRLA, and then we're going to eventually talk about the actual application and credit pulls, and we're going to do all this. But after we actually meet and you're in contract, this is going to be the kind of the process and the flow of what happens after the fact. So with that, Kayla, I hopefully we can hear you guys okay.
Hopefully.
And we're just going to hit Kylie in the face with the microphone, with the boom. We're going to boom right in the face. What about yourself? How long you been here? What do you do?
Yeah. So I've been here since April of 2016.
Are you reading notes?
No. No.
No, see your notes.
Yeah. So April 2016 is when I started. I was an assistant. So I did similar to what Kylie does. Then I transitioned over to processor role,
Yep.
which was in October of 2020.
When
So after
everything was going crazy.
Yeah, everything. Oh,
Right.
It was nuts. But we made it through. So once everything is submitted, Kylie sends everything to me, says, hey, the file's ready to go. I then take that over and I start looking, I analyze credit, income, assets. If I have to order verification of employments, I'm ordering those. I'm basically wrapping it in a pretty little bow to send it off to underwriting.
Yeah. Yep. So one of the things I always tell clients is when we meet face to face, especially, is kind of the process flow. And I always say, well, the next step is processing. Their job sucks the most. And I say that because everything that's in the file has to be validated, and that's your job. You have to validate everything: income, assets, job histories, where they worked, where they haven't worked, are there liens, are there judgments, what's going on in the fraud report, appraisals, title, everything. Everything goes through you.
And it's going back 2 years.
Yes,
Not
correct.
just where you're working at now.
Correct. Which,
So
when we go
I'm-
into our home buyer education, we may have to bring you back on to discuss what you kind of like dive into it a little bit more, so they understand why we ask for some of the things we ask for, and why sometimes files fly through, why sometimes we get some hard stops. That way, everybody's informed. So I am reading notes because we have a ton of questions on here. So and I don't want to go 30 minutes or anything. So what is one lesson your job has taught you that you think everyone should learn in life at some point? Right?
For me,
That's a long
it's-
question. And actually, Kylie came up with that one. So hopefully she has a good answer.
I think I do.
There we go.
Definitely
Sorry.
better sense of financial literacy.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in my late 20s when I started here, and there are things that I learned that I had no clue about, especially buying a home. I purchased my first home after working here, and it's definitely given me a broader sense of good credit decisions, bad credit decisions,
Mhm.
how to save money in the most beneficial ways, things that I don't think I ever would have learned if I didn't work here.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just thinking just now when we were just sitting here talking about this, has nothing to do with what you just said.
Yeah.
So I apologize.
Off the cuff.
But, we should have set this up so we could have turned the table and we were facing each other and you guys could have offset and then we could have just turned the booms.
Do you want to start the video? over?
Too little, too late. Sorry, guys. Kayla, same question. Do you have an answer to that question?
I put
There
financial
we go.
responsibility.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it, right? I mean, I was invited to Riverside one year, and we did that senior class, learning about credit, learning about buying a home, and that kind of thing. Now, do I think that's going to be something that would be a class that you could do for an entire semester? Probably not, but financial literacy in general is a major issue, right? How credit works, building that.
It's definitely not out there. Like going back, I think we only took accounting classes.
Yeah.
Which doesn't
Yeah.
really go very far. I mean, I think we should be all, juniors, seniors, high school. They need to be educated.
Yeah, I agree.
And there's so many little simple things that you don't realize how much of an impact they actually have.
Yeah.
So.
One of the final questions here. We got two more. What is one of the things that you wish all clients knew when they were applying for a house? Almost like, right? Like, what is one thing you just wish they kind of understood about the process that some clients just don't quite get? Now, you may ruffle some feathers with this answer, depending on who's watching.
It's always different, though. Like, each file is different. So I would say that each client that comes through the door, there's probably something different
There is.
that I wish they knew.
Mm-hmm.
First-time home buyers, for me, it's grasp of how long the process can take. Typically, with Western Ohio Mortgage, it doesn't take that long.
Yep.
But just being transparent up front and providing everything that we ask you for. We're not asking you for things
just because
we want to see them.
Oh, I love asking for stuff for no purpose.
Yeah.
Right?
Like,
I mean, how many times,
I mean,
with that in mind, I mean, and some clients and realtors may not be aware of this, but we do get conditioned more, and we actually fight back to get them removed. Like,
Yeah,
this
or
is
just
not,
take care of
we're
them
not asking for this.
on
This
the
is not
back end.
happening.
Yeah.
Let's find out an alternative
And
solution.
Don't be afraid to ask. I mean, don't, just not answer. I mean, we could spend a week and someone
Right.
won't answer. Ask us questions. Ask us why, because we'll have an answer for you.
Right.
So, yeah, just be educated. The process is lengthy. It's not, okay, I'm approved, I'm in contract, I'm closing next week. Right?
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
just,
I would replace the word lengthy with in depth.
yes.
Right? Because we've closed deals anywhere from, and our fastest one was 9 days, which
Yeah.
that was stupid. That was just one of those things where like the appraisal came back in like 3 days. That
Yeah.
never happens, right?
Never.
And then we've closed or loans in 60 days, renovation loans, right? I mean, it just they're all so different. So I would say the process is very in depth because depending on what you find, there's so many avenues we kind of run off of to
Yeah,
figure
there's
out
always
a solution.
solution.
There's always a solution. That's why I always tell a
There's
client. There's so
always
many
a
clients that get worried, like, is there any chance someone will get denied? I said, well, there's always a chance, right? But there's always a solution also.
Yeah, I've been
Right.
here almost 3 years, and I don't think I've seen one file actually get denied.
Like truly, like
Like,
you're
truly
screwed.
not
Like
right
you
there,
just
yeah.
nope, can't do
Always
it.
a workaround.
Yep,
Yep.
absolutely. All right. I'm gonna skip that one. So no, I'm gonna keep this one. So this will be the final question. So what is your favorite part about being a part of Team Adam? Right. So I'm the LO for the company in this area. Right. We call it a team because it's not just me. Right. I'm finding the business. We're bringing it in. We're doing the application. We're advising. But I can't do it all. There's no way. We can't help the amount of clients that we help without an actual team. We have multiple parts of this, and we're leaving Justin out, but they already met Justin a couple weeks ago. So you'll edit it, Justin. You're fine. You just got mentioned, so it's fine. But what is it about that team aspect? Then just kind of because Kayla, you were just an assistant for me at one point, right? And it was kind of like you were out by yourself doing these things, and it didn't quite have that team feel because we weren't quite as busy as what we were the last 3 years. And with that growth came, hey, we need to interact more together and figure these problems out together and communicate better. Where it used to be, hey, I got this, I'll handle this, not a big deal.
Yeah. I mean, it's teamwork. Like,
yeah.
we know what we need to do. Like, Kylie will grab items that are more property agent related.
Mhm.
I grab things basically from the borrower because I'm dealing with them basically up
Directly,
front.
right?
But establishing a relationship between the clients, the agents, has been the best part.
Yeah.
Of being
Getting to know everybody.
Team Adam.
Yeah. I mean, there's some people we're going to deal with that are just jerks, right? In general, whether it's a real estate agent, whether it's a buyer, they're always finding something to either complain about, whatever the situation is. So getting to know people and a lot of people that we work with, especially in the real estate side, they all kind of have the same outlook that I do and we do is, hey, we're on the same side here. If we do run into a problem, we got to be able to talk to you about it without you flipping the lid because there's a solution, right? So let's just all figure it out. So yeah, I'd agree. I mean, that's a great part of this business. We walk around town, we run into people at restaurants and wherever you're shopping at, and you kind of create just a whole new realm of friends
And people
in this industry.
from everywhere. I mean, people that you would not, if it's not something that I participate in, like you just had Andrew Spade on,
Right.
and he does all these house flips and does
Yep.
all that. That's stuff that I would not be doing.
Right.
Not certainly something I would see myself doing. But you learn so much from those people.
Yeah.
And then it puts all these thoughts in your head, like,
It just
well,
makes you a better person in general.
yeah.
Just more knowledge, more
More
information,
well-rounded.
just more
Yeah.
well-rounded.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I agree.
You guys good? Are
Yeah.
you less
Can we
uncomfortable?
play another game?
So here's the deal. So it really took some hair pulling. That's what I'm saying. You're coming. They really didn't want to come on. So it's not so bad, right? I mean, Kylie's eye is not twitching, so that means she's not wanting to punch me. That's a sign. It's about to start twitching.
I'm shaking.
Okay, so we will probably have them on again in some short videos. And yeah, I'm not in a special shirt today. This is a little impromptu because they've been fighting me on this. And she's surprised. She said, "Hey, I'm going on today." I was like, "Okay." I wasn't quite ready for it. But that's it for us this week, guys. Hopefully you get some good information about our process, and we will catch you next week. But remember, when you're looking at the video, like it, click on it, share it with your friends, subscribe it on YouTube, check us out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and we'll see you next week.